Good morning, boys and girls. Let's jump right into today's reading lesson. Our learning target for today is I can find evidence in a text to answer a question. The key word in this learning target is evidence. This is the word we're focusing on today in today's learning. And evidence proves that something is true. So if I were to make the claim that it is winter, right now the season is winter, the evidence to prove that it is winter would be if I said, I know that it is winter because it is snowing outside. That is the evidence. So we're going to look at this text, Snowflake Bentley, and we're going to answer some questions using evidence from the text. So I want you guys to be detectives. So you are searching for the clues or the evidence that helps you answer the questions. Imagine trying to take a photograph of a snowflake. For many years, no one could take a close photo. By the time most photographers brought snowflakes under a microscope to zoom in closely, the flake would melt. A man named Wilson Alwyn Bentley, who has been nicknamed Snowflake Bentley, was one of the first known snow photographers. He became very interested in snowflakes as a teenager after his mom gave him a microscope. He first took a photo of a snowflake on January 15, 1885. He perfected a process of catching snowflakes on black velvet and taking photos of them under a microscope before they melted. Amazingly, he took over 5,000 photos of snowflakes and photos of other precipitation like ice, clouds, and fog before dying of pneumonia in 1931. A museum in Bentley's hometown of Jericho, Vermont, has the largest collection of his snowflake photographs. These photos have been published throughout the world in scientific magazines and articles. They have helped scientists study and learn more about snowflakes, and his book is still famous today for its beautiful snowflake photographs. So, that is the text, Snowflake Bentley. Now we're going to check out the questions. Who gave Bentley his first microscope? And then the second question, on what did Bentley catch snowflakes? So we did a first read. So whenever we're using the text to answer questions, you always read the text one time first, and then you check out the questions, and then you go back and you read the text again to find the answers. So our first question, who gave Bentley his first microscope? So let's go back and read until we find that answer. And we are going to be highlighting that blue. Imagine trying to take a photograph of a snowflake for many years. No one could take a close photo. By the time most photographers brought snowflakes under a microscope to zoom in closely, the flake would melt. A man named Wilson Alwyn Bentley, who has been nicknamed Snowflake Bentley, was one of the first known snow photographers. He became very interested in snowflakes as a teenager after his mom gave him a microscope. There's our answer right there. Our question was, who gave Bentley his first microscope? And in the text we just read, he became very interested in snowflakes as a teenager after his mom gave him a microscope. So we know that the first person to give Bentley a microscope was his mom. All right, our second question, on what did Bentley catch snowflakes? We're going to highlight that with yellow. He first took a photo of a snowflake on January 15, 1885. He perfected a process of catching snowflakes on black velvet and taking photos of them under a microscope before they melted. So our question, on what did Bentley catch snowflakes? So they told us the very first snowflake that he caught, he perfected a process of catching snowflakes on black velvet. So we know that he caught them on black velvet. And there you have it. You have your question, and then you go in the text, and we found our evidence. The information in the text proves the answer. All right, boys and girls, make sure you answer the questions on the Google form, and you have done what you needed to do for reading today. Great job.